Hey everybody, and welcome back to Pierce Gaming News. Xbox One Gears of War is making massive progress. Now this is coming from Phil Spencer, who met with the team, including studio head Rod Ferguson in Vancouver, and had positive things to say about what he saw. Here's what Phil Spencer wrote on Twitter. Great day yesterday with Black Studio and Gears Viking. Always inspiring, team is making massive progress. And then Rod Ferguson wrote, today was a good day. So I guess when Microsoft acquired Gears of War from Epic Games in January, he said this game will not be a reboot. This is what he went on to say. The thing that was great about the early Gears of War games to me was just the epic scale of settings that I was in. He said back in October, the story of the setting was a lot more what I could call soulful than maybe even a little dark. And Rod Ferguson and I have talked about this. I think the game over time almost more of a parody of itself, not for any kind of horrible reasons. It's hard to continue to manage the IP. And Gears of War 2 did well, Gears 3 did well, so I thought the franchise continued to grow. But we've talked about getting back to something. I think the story and the setting and what they're going through. In Gears of War, the name of the game, it really meant something to what that game was about. We've got to get back to that, the feeling of those individuals. So I like that. I like how they're making massive progress. I mean, personally, I've never really played Gears of War, but I know this game sells a ton, and I just hope that Microsoft doesn't really screw it up, because sometimes when the actual company goes in and buys the studio, or usually they just end up screwing up the rest of the games, and it's like, oh god, why'd you guys do that? So I guess we'll have to see where it goes from here, but I'm gonna keep looking into this game because I know it's just an Xbox exclusive, but it looks really, really cool and really fun to play. Let's just hope Microsoft can keep that bar high. So did any of you watch the PlayStation Experience yesterday? I watched it for a little bit, and then I listened to him talk about virtual reality, which was pretty interesting to hear them talk about. It was about a half hour, 45 minutes they were talking about that. It was like a 5-6 guys set up talking, and that sounds like it's going to be really fun to play. I can't wait to get my hands on the virtual reality Project Morpheus. But the other one that stood out to me was No Man's Sky. This game has pretty much had my interest since E3, so I waited and waited and waited, and I think it was about till 5 my time, Central Time, that they came on, and I was just like, it was with the Sean Murray, the founder of Hello Games, was talking with the other guy. They kept showing gameplay, and the thing that really, like, I thought this game was going to be online only. They didn't say anything about that, but I looked it up, and I guess this game will be offline as well, which would be really nice, but if they're saying the map is as big as it is, you're not going to see anybody anyways. I mean, there's millions upon millions of planets to discover. I think I also read somewhere that it would take 5 billion years to see everything, because, and then lastly, he talked about the size of the game. They're like, how am I going to have like 50 Blu-rays? And Sean Murray's like, no. We originally thought when we started, we would have it on like a floppy disk, like size, like maybe 500 megabytes or however big floppy disks are. But then they ran into audio problems, but it's still going to be a small size, because everything, you see it in front of you and behind you, but as you pass it and you can't see it anymore, it just disappears and something new randomly just gets generated. So I thought that was really interesting. That's insane. I mean, what do you guys think of this game? Are you guys pumped up for this game? Because it's like a whole new game. It's like you just explore the unknown, and that's what's really got my interest, to be honest with you. And then he kind of went into something funny. He's like, yeah, if people do like a live stream on Twitch or something, and they say, oh, I'm just gonna walk this entire planet on foot, he's like, that I would probably watch that stream, because that person is dedication. I mean, I might try that, but it's gonna be insanely boring. I don't know, this game just seems really, really fun to me, and I cannot wait to play it. Okay, so the last article I have, so you know, the 20th anniversary PS4, well, it's selling over for $15,000 on eBay. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, I tried to buy it, because I went on Twitter and they had a link to pre-order. I was debating on buying it, but, you know, I couldn't, because it said every time I tried to add to my cart, it said error occurred. And then, but I guess, yeah, within minutes of going up for pre-order, the limited edition sold out. I mean, I wish I went to buy my PS4 right away, because now the cooler models are coming out, but because they're only making 12,300 of these, and that's insanely limited amounts. Like, that is so limited, it's not even funny. I really wish I'd have it, but then I thought to myself, I'm like, how often would I actually look at my console and be like, oh, I'm glad I got the 20th anniversary edition? Not so much at all. But I think it would have made more sense if they would have had the consoles at about maybe 20,000 or like 200,000 units, because that would have then they could have probably charged you $400 because they're charging $500 for that, and I don't see it. Like, I can because it's extremely limited and you get the camera with it too. I really just want the controller, to be honest. The controller looked really, really cool. I hope they at least sell that separately. Maybe in a few years they'll have a PS2 version. Who knows? I can't wait to see what they can do, but at least hopefully they can, like, I don't know, maybe make custom PS4s. That'd be pretty sweet. Like, I'm sure you could buy a skin for it, but those are not special at all. But that was just one of the 20th anniversaries that were selling for over 15 grand. I mean, there was one being sold, I guess, for around 10,000 and other ones closer to 2,000. But holy man, that's still, if you're just gonna buy it to flip it, that's kind of stupid, honestly, because that's just saying you bought it and then now you're gonna make double or triple your money. Or even in that one case with 15 grand, it's like you spent $14,500. That's a pretty big profit there. But yeah, anyways, that is insane, and I really wish I would have bought one of those, but too late, I guess. Alrighty guys, that's all the news I got for you today. Make sure to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.